So, Stacey, thanks for being with us today. How are you doing?
I'm doing really good.
Awesome. So I'm going to ask you a few questions. The first thing I want to say is introduce yourself if you want. Tell us your status, like where you are right now, how many weeks you
Okay.
pregnant you are, and we'll take it from there.
Okay, perfect. So today I am 19 weeks pregnant. I actually have my anatomy scan next Monday. Um, and I'm pregnant with a baby girl. And that's pretty much all as far as the pregnancy. So far, the pregnancy's been healthy and good. Hasn't been any issues or anything like abnormal with the lab work and the genetic testing so far. So
Amazing. I'm
yeah,
so excited and proud and thrilled for you.
it's a
Okay,
blessing.
it truly is. Okay, so let's go back a little.
Okay.
So what was your situation like when we met?
So when we met, um I believe my husband and I were trying for about a year and a half, like a year to a year and a half. And then we actually had a loss in 2023. I believe it was October of 2023. And we, after that, we kind of didn't know like where to go, what to do about it. We didn't try for a couple months after that happened, to like, I guess, soak it in, get like our grieving process, like, and us like onto like normal terms, I guess, good terms, and like, and to like work through it together. And then we started trying I think the beginning like of 2024, like it was like probably like February, March. And then nothing was happening. I did have irregular periods. I had a lot of like stomach issues that year. So I feel like with like a lot of stomach issues, I had like I also have gastroparesis. So, and I believe that's something that I mentioned with you too before. And so that was diagnosed, I believe, in 2024, and a lot of stomach pain and a lot of like stuff going on with me. We were still trying to get pregnant. I was doing basically what I thought would work. And, taking the prenatals, taking like ovulation tests, doing that. And once my stomach was better, because I mean, it is a mild gastroparesis. It's nothing severe, and it's not like I don't have diabetes or anything like that. Like, it's very like manageable. And I don't honestly like notice it majority of the time. So I guess I feel like my body was just in like, just not in a good set, and I was trying for a while and nothing was happening, and I didn't know why. I guess like nothing was working. And then we did go to a fertility doctor just to get testing. I honestly didn't want treatment. Just because I mean I feel like that's the last thing as a woman that you want to do, if you can prevent it. Um, I feel like getting treatment's like the last thing you want to do. So I went, got a bunch of testing done. My husband got testing, everything came back negative, everything came back normal. And I actually think we went to the fertility clinic right before I met with you. Got all the testing normal. So basically all 2024 we were trying. I was like trying not to stress as much. Like I was still, of course, working. I did go down on my hours to like just focus on myself and like not stress out and like not stress out my body. Um, then in I believe it was 2025, right? Last year that I met
2025,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, so and then in April, so I think in like February, March, we kind of just like so we just didn't really know what to do. Like we were still I think we actually didn't go to the fertility clinic until March. Like and then got all the testing done. Everything came back negative, everything came back clear. Because I was still doing a couple testing while I was with you. Um, and nothing was coming back, everything was coming back normal. So I didn't know what was going on. And then I joined your program in April, and I'll end there, and then you can ask me the next question.
Hey, so before joining the program, right? Like I know that there's so many options out there, right? So before
Yes.
joining the program, how did you feel about the program? What were your fears and your hopes and your goals?
Yes. So when we were like considering the program, I feel like I was very like nervous about it just because of the fact that like you are investing, you're investing in a program, you're investing in yourself. And I feel like as a woman and as a person, it's a lot to do and it's a lot when you don't know the outcome. You don't know the solution, you don't know what's going to happen if you do this. Like, I mean, it's a lot with any decisions. You don't know like what the end outcome is going to be. And I feel like we put so much pressure on ourselves. And that was my fear that I would do this program, not get pregnant, and basically be back at square one. And so I feel like that was a big fear for me when I would see other pregnancy announcements and I would see all this. Like, I was like, is this really worth investing in myself? Is this really going to be like, I guess what does it for me? Is this really going to help me? Um, but my goal, of course, was to get pregnant, but not just to get pregnant, but to keep the pregnancy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I feel like because of our loss in 2023, and a lot of women have losses, especially in their first time, or even if it's not your first time. And I feel like a lot of times you go to the doctor and they're like, oh, if it happens 2 or 3 times, then we'll do further testing. And I feel like when you hear that, it's like, so I have to go through a loss another time to figure out what's going on with me and like why is this not happening? Because when I went to my OB, they said, oh, if it happens again, like then we'll like refer you to a fertility doctor or any of this. And I was just kind of like, so you have to go through all those emotions again and that grieving process again just to get answers. Um, so basically I was like really scared about that is just being able to keep a pregnancy and stay healthy to be able to keep it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. It gives me the chills because I remember so well the day we met.
I
Okay.
know.
I know. I remember these things.
Feels like a lifetime ago. Like
Yeah,
I was like, wait, that was just last year.
well, it's one of those things that can feel like a lifetime and simultaneously can feel like it was yesterday, at least
Yes,
for
that's
me.
very true.
Um, you know, but
Yeah, that is very true. Because like seeing you brings back everything, and it's like, yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
Okay. So you joined the Fertility Solution, and what did you
Yes.
learn during the program? How did it help you specifically?
During the program, I feel like I struggle in general with self-discipline. And a lot with self-discipline. And I feel like it was really hard. And like sometimes, of course, like giving into my sweets or like, oh, I really want chocolate this day, or like, oh, I really want this day. And I feel like because we're adults, we're like, I can just do whatever I want and basically nothing will happen. Like everything. And I feel like what was the question? I'm sorry.
What did you learn during the program?
Okay, that's what I
How did
thought.
it help
Okay.
you specifically?
Okay, so yes, self-discipline. I feel like because we had those weekly meetings, and then like hearing about other people and hearing what they were struggling with and what they were going through, and hearing about like just what they needed help with, and like basically putting on the table what I needed help with and my personalized like recommendations, I feel like really helped me, especially with the self-discipline. Like I think we did the 75 hard. And I feel like that really like motivated me and because I love challenges and I love being able to like cross things off a list. Like it's one of my favorite things. And even when me and you talked about like 80/20, and I think that was like one of my best things that I learned about the program too, is that like, 80% of like the program, I believe, and like 80% of like the healthy, like and then 20% is like where you can give like give 80%, but 20% you can do like
You can
what
do what you
you
want. Yeah.
yes, you can do what you want. And I feel like that helped me a lot because like whenever I would like I guess like beat myself up about something, like, oh, you
Mhm.
can't do that. Like you got to be careful. Like I was like, no, 80/20, like it's okay to have like this one time and then tomorrow like do this. Like and I guess it was just the self-discipline that I learned.
Yes. I am now remembering when you used to send me pictures of your food, remember?
Yes,
How about,
yes,
okay, add veggies here, ditch the paper
yes.
plate or the plastic plate. I remember.
Yep.
Oh my God. And then make sure that you add more veggies or more protein and things like that. That's one of the things I remember doing with you, because
Yes.
sometimes we think we're eating healthy. I have so many people, think we're like, oh, I eat healthy, that's fine. But like
Oh,
actually,
100%.
when we look at the pictures specifically, we can pinpoint like very specific
That's true.
recommendations for you and that adapt to your reality, to your daily life. And I remember you were juggling two jobs and we were, had to come up with
Yes.
foods that you could take to work and that were doable, on the go.
Especially with, oh, did I lose you?
Now I'm here.
Oh, okay. I like went, something came up on my phone and I was like, oh no, it like blocked
Mhm.
out for a second. But yes, I feel like that helped me a lot too because it was like, okay, eat more of this, like don't do this, like watch this. And I feel like I needed that.
Yes. Awesome. What was your favorite part of the fertility solution?
I think my favorite part was the community and of course you. I feel like it was just the community, honestly, and I feel like it was I guess like the motivation and like the dedication that it like gave me, like it inspired me to like do better.
Hmm. Yes, I do remember that during your program, you were such a big part of the community and you embraced the group from the beginning, which is something that I don't need, like everybody decides how they want to do the program, but
That's true.
the people who embrace the community aspect, I think that get the most of it. And there's a correlation with the people who get pregnant in this program, and the people that have been the most active.
That
And
makes a
that's
lot of
because
sense.
you really use all the tools that are available to you. And it truly is an immersion into unveiling the best version of yourself, which is what you do.
Yes, definitely.
And a part of that happens individually, a part of that happens with you as a couple with your husband, and a part of that happens by you feeling seen and supported by a wider group of women who get you.
Definitely.
Yes. And I do remember your red leather car that I
Yes.
saw you when you were
Yep.
taking calls from the car. I was like, what is this sexy car you're driving?
Yes, yes.
You still have
Sadly, we're gonna have to trade that in,
Mhm.
but
to make room for the baby. Yeah.
yep.
Too sexy for newborn face, for sure, toddler
Oh
face.
yes, but I'm excited for it. It's funny, I feel like in the pregnancy, like when I had really bad like nausea in the first trimester and like I went in to do my blood work for my levels and the lady was like, "Oh no, like I'm so sorry," because I was like I'm so nauseous like and I was like, "No, like I'm not sorry. Like I did everything I can to get here and I'm here." So I was like, "I'm not sorry for any symptom that I have even if it's the worst."
No. Yeah, obviously, when you're grateful, things look very, very different.
Oh
With
yes,
that in mind.
definitely.
Okay, so the results speak for themselves, but I want you to name them. What were your results at the Fertility Solution?
Yes. So, I believe we stopped in October, right? I believe it was
So,
October. So
can't
I
remember the
actually
date.
did get pregnant, I think on the last day that I was with you. Um, and it's kind of ironic because the full time, like I remember like the last month of the program, I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm so worried and I'm so stressed, like because I'm almost done with this program. And I was like, it was just like a thing where you're coming to the end of it, like when you're not pregnant yet, and you're like, am I doing what I'm supposed to? Like, is this working? Like, but I felt so much better. Like my energy was better. Like I felt so like content and calm and like in my body and everything. Like there was no health issues going on. So in October, my last day, I did find out I was pregnant, although that baby did end up in a loss, really early loss, but that was not like, anyone's fault. Like, I actually needed a progesterone support. And as far, I guess I just want to advise anyone who has gone through loss is definitely get your progesterone checked. Because I feel like as much as you can do for your body, you can still struggle with like progesterone support. And so I got progesterone for that pregnancy. Um, and then basically the next cycle, literally the right next cycle, I didn't even have a full period. I didn't even have a period really, like, because it was the loss. And then I ended up getting pregnant. I believe I tested positive like 4 weeks later again and went in, got my levels checked, and everything was doubling the way it should be. I was on progesterone and I was still doing everything that I learned in Sonia's program. And as far as like, eating and as far as the like daily exercise and in the morning, you walk outside, um, still doing all of that stuff, got pregnant and now 19 weeks with the baby girl.
It's so beautiful. Yes, and obviously, when there's a loss, as you said, it's nobody's fault. That's nature selecting
Yes,
um, the good embryos and the embryos that are viable. It's true that sometimes we have aspects that pertain to the embryo and the chromosomes of the embryo, and sometimes we have
yes,
aspects that pertain to the environment in which the embryo is growing. So the environment includes hormones and includes progesterone. So you are correct
definitely.
that there's a lot of things we do in the program to help balance hormones and promote a healthy progesterone. In some
Yes,
cases, it is enough, and in some cases, it's not enough, and we don't have any
yes,
ego. So when it's not enough, and that's something we see when testing, actually. So that's something that's really cool because nowadays we have fertility trackers that tells us what the
yes, and
hormones
that's
are
the only
doing.
thing that ever was a
Yeah.
flag.
Yeah. So that you could intervene that way, that's really, really good.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. What would you say to the Stacey of before joining the program? So let's assume last year, early last year.
I would tell myself to not stress so much and to, I guess, like take it day by day. I feel like something that I was, I guess, like valuing in the program was like, I guess when my period would come, I I didn't really like get really sad about it. Like I was just kind of like, not this month, I'll try again. Like, or I was just kind of like, I guess like for me, it was like my body's doing what it's supposed to. Anytime we would catch my ovulation, especially when we didn't the first couple months, like the first 2, 3 months, I think, like I was just like, okay, like we didn't catch my ovulation, like, and then, but then I would get my period and I was like, my body's doing what it's supposed to. Like when I would get my ovulation, oh yeah, because I think we would like, I would see that I was ovulating, but like, um, the timing like just wasn't working out. So like and then my period would come and I was like, well, at least I know I ovulated that cycle and at least I know that, like I have my period. So my body's still working. My body is still trying to get pregnant, like even though I am not. And I feel like the optimism, I would just tell myself to like not stress out. I would tell myself to give myself grace, and that you're doing everything that you're supposed to. And I would just tell myself to be patient.
Hmm. I love that. Okay. What would you say to anyone who's struggling to get pregnant right now?
Um, I would say to everyone that is struggling to get pregnant right now, a huge thing. Um, don't beat yourself up about it. Like I feel like when you see other pregnancy announcements, that it's okay to be sad. It's okay to see that and grieve the life that you want, and it's okay to like let those emotions like take over for a minute, but only for a minute. Like after you have those emotions, then it's like, okay, I had those emotions. Now what do I want? Like I want to be pregnant. Like what am I doing to get there? Like are you eating the right foods? Are you just making all the right decisions that you need to be making? And it's kind of like ask yourself, what else am I not doing? Like ask yourself like, okay, I'm doing this and this and this, but I'm not doing this. Or if something is not working for you, then you will work with a solution and be like, hey, like this doesn't work with my schedule, or this is just not making me like feel better about myself and it's not giving you like, I guess, joy, like then do what you can to like do something else to like replace that. Like if like waking up at a certain time each day is just not giving yourself joy anymore, like just figure out a solution that does work for you. And I feel like I just don't beat yourself up about it. When your period comes, but you call your ovulation that month. Just instead of looking at it in a negative way and being like, oh, why am I not pregnant yet? Of course it's okay to feel that. Like I'm not saying don't feel that. Like you're gonna have emotions and you're gonna have a lot of emotions. Trying to get pregnant is a very hard journey, especially when it's not happening and it can happen so easy to other people. But it's important that you are still optimistic about it and you're still saying like, okay, like I'm not pregnant this month, but there's always next month. Like if you think about it, in a year you only have 12 times to get like to try to get pregnant. And that's if you have a regular cycle. So like that's really not a lot. So like get the timing right, get everything right. And even if you still get everything according to the book, like there's still things that can be happening in your body and you could still be stressing yourself out. And I guess I would just say like give yourself grace, do self-care. I feel like that's a really big thing. Like you could be doing all of this stuff and be stressing your body out because you are putting too much on your body. So like just do one thing at a time and make sure that you're not stressing your body out because even if you don't physically, I mean emotionally feel stressed, you will be physically stressed. I There's this girl in like a group that I was in recently. Um, she was trying to get pregnant. It was just like an older group I was in. And basically, she was saying that like she's been trying, I believe, for like 11 months. And she was saying that like she doesn't know what she's doing wrong. Basically, that she would get her ovulation, her period to come, and she would say, but she would text about all the stuff going on with her life right now. And she'd be like, yeah, but I'm not stressed. Yes, but even if you emotionally don't feel stressed, you physically, your body is stressed. Like, I remember when I was planning my wedding and I was working 60 to 80 hours a week, and I was like, no, I'm fine. I'm not stressed out. Like, and I was taking 4 classes in school, and I was like, no, I'm not stressed out. Like, I'm fine. I'm good. Like, because us as women, well, we're very, like, we're all strong women, and we think we can handle everything and anything. And that's not the case. Like, you need to take care of yourself. And I feel like a lot of that was like, oh, I'm fine, I'm good, I'm not. But then my period would be 2 weeks late, or my cycle would be 50 days. And I was like, what's going on? And it's because my body was stressed, even though I wasn't. So I just say,
Absolutely.
just give yourself grace and just give yourself patience.
Yes. It is a great reminder. The body keeps the score. And we
Yes.
have in our modern society, we've normalized such high levels of stress that
Oh,
you can ask
definitely.
virtually anyone and they'll tell you, oh, I'm not stressed. The reality is that we are all very, very stressed. I now in the program, I've introduced stress measures so that we don't just rely on our perception because everyone can tell me I'm functional, I'm fine, I'm totally good.
Yes,
And then
definitely.
let me measure. So we've started
Oh, I love that.
introducing stress measures, which started with me being the guinea pig. And I was like, oh my God. Like when I say I'm fine, I'm not fine at all.
Yeah, because
Um,
like we're wired to handle everything and anything. So we're just like, we're women, we can do anything and everything, which yes, you can do a lot of things, but you also gotta take a breath. And you also gotta realize that like just because you're doing 50 things, even like just being when especially the people that are a mom and trying to get pregnant, you're taking care of like you're taking care of yourself, your husband,
other
and
people.
your baby, like, and other people. And especially when you have a job, you're taking care of those people too. Like, it's not like you're just, like, there's a lot of factors.
Yes. Okay. And last but not least, what would you say to anyone who's considering to join the fertility solution as a way to maximize their chances of getting pregnant naturally?
I would say, honestly, to invest in yourself. I feel like for me, like before I joined the program, I was kind of back and forth. I feel like I was like, should I do this? Should I not? Because of course it does cost money and you are investing in yourself. And that's something that us all, it is a decision to make at the end of the day. Like, I guess, are you willing to invest in yourself? And I guess it's kind of like, would you rather spend this money naturally or go to IVF and then may not even get pregnant? Or go to IUI and then may not even get pregnant. But it's like you could still do IVF or IUI and like not get pregnant because you're not optimizing your fertility, which is what this program does. And I feel like you need to do this program to be able, like, if you still do IVF, IUI, I'm not saying that's not a thing, if you need it, you need it. Like, I'm just saying that like optimize your fertility first and optimize your chances first because your body and your physical state, your mental state, your your wellness state is the most important parts of you, and you may not realize that, but you just need to do a full 360 on everything going on with you and just optimize it the best that you can to be able to get the outcome that you want.
That's beautifully said. Thank you so much, Stacey. This was beautiful. And I hope that your testimonial helps a lot of families.
I do
Um,
too.
very, very inspiring. And it's been an absolute pleasure to coach you through your fertility and your pregnancy.
Thank you. It's been wonderful. And I'm very thankful for to be where I am.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Of course. Thank you.